Coming up today on Man 360.
We've lost the ability to dream crazy dreams anymore. The Lord puts something in our heart and we go, I can't do that right now. And it's not nap time, dude.
It's not. All right, sorry, trainer, let's go. All that and more right here on Man 360. Welcome to Man 360. I'm your host, Brian. Today, it's time to go play in the dirt. Yolanda and I traveled to Houston, Texas to interview a man who had an idea to start a theme park with no formal knowledge about what it would take to make that happen. And God not only helped give Jacob Robinson a blueprint for his Dig World theme park to become a reality, but Jacob is also expanding to all across the country with the help of his friends and YouTube superstars, Dude Perfect. Dig World is a theme park for kids of all ages based on running and using actual heavy construction equipment. Jacob has had companies like Caterpillar and Texas A&M University come alongside the park to be major sponsors and contributors to what he's doing. We sat down in the theme park to have a conversation about being the father of a special needs son and God birthing a dream in Jacob for this unique and fun theme park. Jacob and I then had some fun with a stacking competition in a piece of equipment, and then he gave me a crash course on running an excavator to dig a pit. We'll wrap up the program with our friend and my trainer, Michael Assert, for today's men's health segment with a leg exercise routine. I'm glad you're here. Let's get started. Welcome to Man 360. Hi, how you doing? So you may be wondering where I am today. I love theme parks, and we thought we'd talk to Jacob Robinson about his theme park, Dig World. So let's go chat. Jacob, thanks for being on Man 360.
Oh, thank you for being here.
We're in your domain here at Dig World. And I wanted you to share a little bit about, and I thought about rephrasing this question a little bit. I was going to say who you are and what you do. Maybe it's who you've been, what you've done, and who you are now.
Yeah,
that's a better question.
Let's see if we can cover the wide gamut of random things that Jacob has done. So I left college and I did a whole host of things. I worked in oil and gas, I worked in ministry, I worked in insurance, and then the Lord put me on this very interesting path where I tell people I accidentally became an entrepreneur. I didn't know what that term was. I was probably a couple years into being an entrepreneur, and I was listening to a podcast one day and I was like, oh, I think that's what I am. Okay, got it. And so in 2015, I started a commercial cleaning company, and that was kind of my first, dip my toe in the water of entrepreneurship. And then, as we'll talk about today, 2020-ish, developed the idea of Dig World, and then a real estate company. And so I've kind of been all over the place, from janitorial to theme parks. But now I live in the theme park space. Yeah,
it was funny because we were talking yesterday and I made this connection. You went from being a janitor and cleaning up dirt to playing in the dirt.
That's exactly right.
With Dig World.
At least we're keeping continuity across the board.
Exactly.
Of dirt, right?
And you said, I think you told me too yesterday, you said, I used to have all these jobs and now I just have one job.
That's right.
But it's probably more than any of those other jobs combined were.
That's exactly
in what
right.
You're doing.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I for the first time in call it 6 years, I have one job, which is crazy. And then, and as we're trying to grow this company across the country, it feels like multiple jobs, from dealing with the day-to-day here at the park and still dealing with food and beverage and ticket sales and birthday parties, to big strategy of dealing with big partnerships like Caterpillar and where do we go next across the country. So, but yes, it's like we were talking yesterday, I've only been to 2 work conferences in my entire life.
Really?
Janitorial and theme park. So it's pretty random. It doesn't fit the mold with all my buddies who are in commercial real estate or, doctors or lawyers or bankers. I get to go to a theme park conference every year in Orlando and try a new cotton candy, a new roller coaster.
That's hilarious. So, and then obviously you didn't get a degree in theme park.
No.
It's from Texas A&M. They don't have a theme park degree.
They do not.
So share a little bit more about Dig World and where we are here and kind of where you are now and what are maybe future plans as well for Dig World.
Yeah, so Dig World is a construction theme park where we say kids and kids at heart get to operate real construction equipment. So we put them on real excavators, real skid steers, real UTVs, real mini tractors. We put them up in boom lifts, and we let, as long as you're 3 years old or older, you get to truly operate these things. So we let kids dig in the dirt. We let them hop on excavators and play different games. We let them drive skid steers around an obstacle course. But we are a theme park but our roller coasters and our attractions are just construction equipment. And so now we're expanding across the country. We're building our second park right now, about to build our third, and just see where the Lord takes it.
That's awesome. And then also too, I know with it, I think it was Texas A&M has partnered with you,
Yeah.
Caterpillar.
Yep.
You have a relationship with Dude Perfect as
Yeah,
well. They
yeah.
had done some investments. So kind of talk a little bit about that too, as far as like other partners coming alongside and wanting to see you expand
Yeah,
as well.
it's just been one of those things that I'll be driving down the road and I'll just start laughing at what the Lord's done. Like it doesn't make any sense to be able to do a partnership with my alma mater A&M. That's a behemoth of a process to try to figure out as well. For them to be on board, and then for us to go out and get Caterpillar, Global Cat Inc. That is just it's utterly mind blowing of how the Lord has weaved that path together for them to go. Yeah, we'll sign on to Dig World and be our national corporate sponsor. And then the dudes, they've been friends since college. So it's fun to see how the Lord, introduced us back in 2007, 2008 at that time.
Yeah.
To see where those guys are now. Oh my goodness, to be able to attach our brand to their brand. Again, I'll just start laughing thinking about what the Lord
That's so amazing. So were you friends with the Dude Perfect guys before this?
Yeah, so Cody Jones, the tall one.
Yeah, the tall one.
He and I were essentially pledges together, if you will, in a fraternity type thing that we were in.
Yep.
And so we've known each other since, I guess 2007.
Wow, that's amazing. And then obviously with all these different hats that you wear, all the things that you're doing with Dig World, pouring into other families really and letting them enjoy and be able to have a good time. I guess the bigger question is, how do you balance your work life and what you do with being a father? And even just the inspiration behind some of the things that you've done in your life with Pierce. I'm going to share a little bit about Pierce and his situation. And then, how do you balance that as a dad, as a husband, and all those other things that you do in your life?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure, I think kind of anybody would probably answer the question honestly, would say, I'm not sure I figured it out, right? I'm not sure you ever figure it out. I'm not sure there is such a thing as work-life balance, right?
Yeah.
I think it's hey, I'm really, really focused over here right now. So that means the family side is out of whack. So I need to re-counter that and dive into my family and maybe not check out, but move some of the chips over there and really focus on family time. I think for me, what I'm working on, I've not mastered, what I'm working on is really trying to be present when I'm present. I work from home most of the time unless I'm here at the park.
Yep.
And so what's happened is that's allowed me the freedom to see my family more. But what I've also realized is there's no clear lines of when work starts and when work stops.
Yeah.
I hear all the time these guys that are great, they come home, they sit in the driveway for 5 minutes and mentally check out of work and go check in. I love that. I do wish I had that to a degree, but for me, my office, I just walk into the dining room and it's chaos, right? And that's right. And so then I'm on my phone and my daughter's trying to talk to me. So I'm trying to be really conscientious lately of saying, hey, work is done for a minute, family time. And I think when it boils down to Melissa and I, an amazing wife, is we've really just tried to hone in on, we always say clarity is kindness, right?
Yeah.
The more I communicate to the nth degree, the kinder it is to her.
Yeah.
Right. And really, I think a lot of times we either assume, or I thought I told you, really doubling down. I mean, even last night, next week is crazy for me. 3 different times we said, okay, are we focused on next week? Think about this. On Monday, I got this. Tuesday, I got this. So that she can process it.
Good.
I can process what she's doing. And we're really trying to be as clear as possible because it's kindness. Yeah.
I know too, again, is with guys, we want to be able to kind of be in the control and the steering wheel. We want to be able to be like, our wives are going to complement that. They're going to help us be able to do what we do. But also even the situation with Pierce, with you have a special needs son.
Yep.
And even the dynamic of adding that into all of the rest of the chaos of your life. Kind of share a little bit about Pierce's story.
Yeah, so what's crazy, total God thing. 8 years ago today, the day you and I are filming, February 4th, 2017, Pierce had kind of been sick all week. And then we found him on Saturday morning unconscious in his crib, and we rushed him to the hospital where they diagnosed him with bacterial meningitis. Didn't give him a great outlook. And they said, hey, it's going to be touch and go. Pierce was in a coma for 12 days. We were in the hospital 75 days.
Gosh.
And when we left the hospital, Pierce is now nonverbal. He's deaf in both ears. He has about 100 seizures a day. He's in a wheelchair. In mental capacity, if we had to benchmark that, call it a 6-month-old.
Yeah.
But Pierce is the happiest kid you'll ever meet in your life. I tell people all the time, Pierce sees the world the way that Jesus wants us to see the world. He doesn't care what skin color you are, doesn't care what car you drive, doesn't care what your job title is, how much money you do or do not have. He just wants to be with you.
Yeah.
He loves just being with you. And so Pierce has taught us so much about how to live life, how to be thankful for life, how to pursue life. But also, he's the inspiration behind the park. Pierce has always loved construction equipment, garbage trucks, and dump trucks.
Yeah.
And so, maybe my little Texas arrogance or my man pride, whatever, came home one day and I said, hey, I've got this idea. We're going to build a theme park. We're going to let kids operate real construction equipment. And trust me, it won't be that hard. So thank goodness that the Lord let me live in that oblivion for a little bit as we pursued this crazy idea. But we're here today because of Pierce.
Yeah, I appreciate what you said yesterday. It was a quick statement. And I think it was you and your father-in-law, whenever you talk about the craziness of life.
Yeah.
What do you say? Something like Pete,
and we say it's good to be Pete.
It's good to be Pete. It's good to be Pierce.
It's good to be Pierce, right? I mean, Pierce loves today. And he'll wake up tomorrow and love tomorrow. Yeah. And he loves right now. And so I think it's a great reminder of like, hey, today's a good day. Yeah. And it's good to be P. We say that all the time. And so mostly it's around the fact that he can just eat canes whenever he wants to. We always say it's just good to be P, right? It's good to eat chicken fingers whenever he wants to. But yes, it's good to be P.
That's awesome. So talking to and speaking to men right now, what's one thing that you would share with them if they, feel like just craziness is happening? Maybe there's something that you'd want to share, again, just to men in just their lives, trying to hold it together, trying to do this work-family balance. Maybe they have a special need kid or situation in their life. What would you speak to them?
Yeah, I think two of the three things that I talk about when I go talk to groups that I spend most of the time preaching myself. It's good. You as a former pastor, most of the time that's the best type of talk is when I can just talk to myself. Yeah. But I tell people all the time, as we've gotten older, especially as men, we've lost the ability to dream crazy dreams anymore. The Lord puts something in our heart and we go, I can't do that right now. I don't have enough money. Or do you know how many kids I have right now? Or do you know I've got this going on? I've got this at work. Now is not the time. So my challenge is I always say, dare to dream. It's free. It's free to dream crazy dreams. Yeah. So my challenge to men out there is tap back in to those God-inspired, Holy Spirit-inspired, crazy out-of-the-box dreams and lean into those for a minute and just sit in that for a second and think about what that would look like. The next thing I always say is for us to operate out of imagination, not memory, right? Especially as men, memory plays such a big role in our life, good and bad. Yeah. For me, a lot of times it's bad. You're not smart enough. You can't go do that. It's that professor I had or that coach I had or whatever it may be that told me one time that you can't do it for whatever reason, right? And so the Satan does a good job of putting that on the replay loop, right, for us. And so we sit there and go, yeah, that's right. I can't do that. And so my challenge is to operate out of imagination, not memory. And so if you're sitting there and you feel stuck, you feel discouraged, you feel like you have way too much going on, take a second. You've got time. Yeah. Dream crazy dreams for a minute. And forget the memory of past and operate out of imagination and just see what the Lord has in store for you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Jacob, thank you for being on Man 360. I just appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you.
And we just continue to believe that this is going to expand and grow and just really meet the dreams and expectations of what you feel like in your business partners and people around you. I just believe for great things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So, Jacob, you got me. We're going to time this, see how good I do.
That's right.
Start this right.
We're going to do 30 seconds.
Okay, you ready?
Ready? Go.
Go.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, come on. No. Hang on.
You got it. There it is. There it is. Go up. Oh.
Oh, come on. Right
there you go. Oh!
No!
There you go.
Come on.
Do you want me to tell you that the 30 seconds is up already?
Yeah, please.
Okay,
it's already up?
It is.
Oh, man. Okay, well, at least I showed them all of the ways that I think it timed out.
There we go. Saved by the timer on that one.
Yeah. So actually it quit on me. That's good. We don't need to count this one necessarily, right?
Already, right? So
I know. You better get up and get out of there. Seriously? Seriously?
Hey, you already helped me though, so that
I know.
Kind of wasn't fair.
Oh my gosh. So Jacob, we're done with the competition.
Yep.
I just wanted to get on this little contraption and see if you can show me how to dig some dirt.
This is the #1 feature at the park.
Really?
People come to dig dirt and so
sling some mud.
That's it. So we're going to do it. It's good and muddy today. It rained earlier this week, so we're going to sling some mud, see if we can get you covered in mud a little bit.
All right.
So I'm going to turn it on.
Okay.
You're on. So take that one out. Yep. I go down and then curl this one. So let go of this one. Yep. Curl this one towards me. Yep. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Lead all the way through. Then you just your right hand, pull it all the way back. Raise it as high as you want, and then whenever you want to dump it, you push the right one towards the fence over there.
And then just dump it, then go opposite.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Boom.
Hey, it's like I'm on Gold Rush.
There you go. That's right.
When you look at it, you think it's going to have a lot of resistance.
That's right.
With
It's
the
very
dirt.
smooth. It's very smooth.
Let's do one more scoop.
Yeah,
here.
listen, I think you need to take it as high as possible, see if we can get splattered here.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
if you're going to come all this way, we got to get a little dirty.
Let's get a good old chunk of this too.
Yeah,
So we'll stop here.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Boom. Oh yeah, get it right close and personal.
Yeah. Oh shoot, wrong one.
There you go.
Then we'll just dump it right there.
Nice.
Yeah, got the
Good
got
work.
the little sound. Awesome. Jacob, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
And we just appreciate you being on the program, and it's been great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Micah Lacerte.
Oh man.
Looks like I'm in your gym
Dude,
today.
I'm so happy you're in my
Bro.
gym.
So I think we should work on legs today.
Oh, I love leg day.
I'm sure you do. You're the the calf king?
The
Is
king
that
of
what-
calves, man.
King of
King of
calves.
calves.
That's what Diana said?
Yeah.
So we're just doing some warming up
Yeah.
for a little bit. How long will we do this for?
So we're gonna warm up for anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes.
Okay.
And so essentially what we're doing is just getting our blood increased, we're getting our heart rate elevated.
Okay.
So that we can get ready for the workout. We're
Okay.
warming those legs up.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get into a workout, man.
All right, sounds
Yes.
good.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into it.
So we're gonna start
Yeah.
off with something that is just paramount to doing legs.
Okay.
We're gonna start with, because we're starting out as a beginner, we're gonna start with what's called a set squat.
Okay.
So you can use this, you can use a couch, you can use anywhere that you can sit down and get back up.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is feet are about parallel to your shoulder.
Okay.
And then you're gonna come straight down and straight back up. The
Okay.
hands can be in different places.
Okay.
You can be here, you can be here, and then you're straight up.
Okay.
And this is going to work your quadriceps, some glutes, a little bit of
this is just-
hamstring and quad. Yep. So one thing that we're going to watch is where this knee is. So come straight down.
Okay.
You don't want this knee to go in front of this toe, so pop your feet forward
Okay.
just a little bit. There you
Okay.
go. So
To
you're
make
going
it
to go
harder. Oh.
straight down and straight back up. And again, we'll be around 8 to 15 reps.
I'm getting hitch fitted right now.
That's
All
right. He's praying at the same time. You see that?
Like this, Lord, please don't let Micah crucify me. Okay, so then how many of those will you do in a normal
8 to
set?
15, and then
Okay.
just to advance, you can literally go right into some dumbbells.
Okay.
And just now I've made this a lot more difficult, 40 pounds heavier for every rep.
Moly. Okay. Do you want me to try those?
Yeah, try them out.
Diana, I hear you laughing over there.
The next rep I'm gonna get
Oh
on
my
his back,
gosh.
and then we're gonna do it for advanced. Good job. Good. And his breathing, you breathe out at the hardest part of the motion.
Okay.
So when you're coming up, you breathe out. There
Okay.
you go. Good.
That makes sense.
Good.
Okay.
Yep. Awesome.
We'll stop those for now.
So we'll go on to
Awesome.
the second exercise.
Let's do it.
All right, the second exercise we're gonna do is a single leg lunge.
That sounds easy.
So I got here just for balance for those that don't have the greatest of balance. It's
Okay.
good for beginners too.
Yep.
Your feet are about spread here, and we're
Okay.
gonna go straight down. Just like the squat, you don't want the knee to go in front of the toe.
Okay.
So I'm going straight down and straight back up. Again, 8 to 15 reps, and then we'll switch legs.
So very little movement looked like on your front leg.
Very,
basically you're
it's
just going,
staying solid
Right.
and locked in.
So
And
I
there's
go
two
here.
variations of this too. So you can push with your foot going up, the
Okay.
ball of that foot,
Okay.
or you can push up with the
Back.
heel, which will get your glute a little bit more.
Okay. So it's like this.
Yep, good. So slow, controlled, and up and squeeze.
And heel.
Yes.
Okay.
One
breathing.
other really important thing too is when you're exercising, focus what we call mind-muscle connection.
Okay.
So we know we're working the quadricep mainly in this movement.
Yep.
What you're doing is focusing on that muscle with
Okay.
your mind during the exercise.
Okay, okay. And this is taller than you.
Yeah,
More
it
range
is.
of motion.
You have those long legs,
know.
and so your stance has to be a little bit wider.
So how many reps about with this one?
8 to 15 per leg, and then switch. And
switch.
again, it's usually 2 to 3 sets.
Okay, awesome. Let's do something else.
Okay, let's do it. So we're gonna work on these little hamstrings right here.
Okay.
So you gotta have strong quads in the front, but you have to have balance in the back as well.
Okay.
So we'll come down, we're gonna be here, and then this motion, again, because this is a machine, it's a very smooth motion,
Yep.
but it isolates those hamstrings
Okay.
as we're coming up.
Okay,
And just like the other exercises, 8 to 15 reps.
okay. And it looks like, too, you're in land that you haven't been in a while.
Yeah, exactly. That was a little heavy for me, but it should be perfect for you. Good. So come up all the way and almost like you're squeezing your bicep, but
Okay.
you're doing it with your hamstrings. Ooh,
And
he's gonna feel those tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
Good.
No stairs tomorrow.
Oh, good.
And then same amount of reps?
Yes.
8 to 15.
8 to
And
15.
then 3 sets.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, let's keep going.
All right, let's do it. Every gym has a little bit different of machines, from an extension to curl or whatnot,
Okay.
but most of them show you how to do the exercise on the machine.
Oh, nice.
So we'll get into extensions now, and the extensions is going to be straight for the quadricep, which is here. So we'll hold on like we're like getting on a roller coaster,
Okay.
and then we're going to go for a ride. The quadricep ride. And then you're straight up, straight down, and squeeze. And just like those other exercises, focus on the quadricep on the way up.
Okay.
You're gonna squeeze all the way through and then slow down. Good. So you're not feeling a lot of hamstring, which we had before,
Right,
now
this
it's
is on
all
the
in the
front,
quadricep. Good. And as you start developing your quadriceps more and your different muscles, you'll
Yeah.
see the muscle fibers themselves working when you're working out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's go to
All
the
right,
next
let's
one.
go. We'll get into a leg press.
Okay.
So the next exercise is a leg press. It's one of my favorite exercises for full leg workout.
Yeah.
So your feet are gonna be about parallel to the shoulder. It's about right here.
Okay.
You're gonna go up, there's a lock here, that unlocks it.
Okay.
And then you're gonna come down and then up. Down and up.
And then how far up do you lock your knees, or do you keep those?
A lot of people will
lightly?
lock them. I wouldn't lock them. I would
Okay.
stay about right there
Okay.
and then back right here.
Okay.
You're up.
Like a quick Micah gets up and down. Holy moly. All right. So about shoulder width.
And put your feet up just a little bit further and a little bit further out.
Okay.
Good. And then you're straight up, come down, and all the, yep. Don't lock them out. Get to about right there and then
Okay.
back. Good. Perfect. Good. Good. That's a good tempo too. So we talk about tempo, which is the speed at which we do
Okay.
a rep.
Yeah.
So slow, controlled, isolating, and muscle-mind connection.
Nice. We could just stay here for a little bit longer.
And it's not nap time,
Nice.
dude.
It's not. All right, sorry, trainer. Let's go.
We'll get into 2 calf exercises and then we're good.
Okay.
All right, the next exercise is one of my very favorites because we're going into
But
calves.
you said that about every single
I
exercise.
mean, I
'cause you're
love
the
them
king of
all.
calves,
I don't
right?
say no to any of them.
All right.
Okay, so standing calf raises, we can do this single leg or double. We'll start with double, and you're just gonna, you can be on elevation. We're just using flat floor today, and we're going straight up and straight down. So the gastroc, you just keep doing that. That's what's right here, right at the top there. That's the calf. That's called the gastrocnemius. That is also known as the second heart of the body.
Okay.
So when you are doing calf raises, you're walking, it pumps the blood back up in your body there. So that focuses on the gastric, which is the top of the calf muscle there. And the next thing we'll go into is the soleus, which is seated. But with calves, it's not 8 to 15. You want to go higher reps, so maybe 15 to 30 reps.
Okay. And then same, like 3 sets basically?
3 sets is good.
And then how long to wait in between each of those reps?
It's usually about 45 seconds to 60 seconds. It's good for full bodies.
There's not like an optimal number there. It's just kind of like
It's
catch your
depending-
breath and keep going.
It's wherever you're at in your conditioning.
Okay.
You know, and what your goals are.
It may be a little different with you
It's
and
not
I,
gonna.
right?
It's not gonna be 5 minutes, but it
Right.
shouldn't be really longer
You're
than
back
about
there,
2
you know,
minutes.
sipping on some kombucha. And you're like, hey,
Where did
what's up,
Brian go?
everybody? I'm in the middle of my 3rd rep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Awesome. So we got one more.
Yep. We'll go into seated calf
Okay, let's
raises.
do it.
Yep. So the next exercise we're getting into is a seated calf.
Okay.
Now this is going to work the soleus. This is the deeper rooted calf muscle.
Okay.
So we have a machine here, which is the seated calf raise. We unlock it, slow controlled down. You'll feel the stretch, and then back up.
So then how many of these plates can you do with this
All
when
of
you're
them.
normally working out?
I've done them all
like
of them.
out to the
and,
edge?
And Diana on it.
Okay. That's a little ridiculous, folks.
I love calves.
Don't hurt yourself, folks, and think
All right,
Micah,
you're next. You're next.
Let's it. Oh my gosh.
You have
All
long
right.
legs. You may have to adjust the foot position. Okay, you're good.
Is that right? So I just take this.
Yep. So
up.
go up. Yep. There.
Are my toes
Yep.
okay
Those
where
are
they
perfect.
Okay.
Right about there.
Okay.
And then you're up, and then squeeze. You're gonna feel a little bit more right here. Almost that
little
pull
bit
in that.
lower?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Man 360. I'm your host,
See?
Brian, and Micah's making me sweat. We don't really like these, and we're not outside. We're in a nice air-conditioned gym.
You're doing
This is
great,
awesome.
man. You're doing great.
So then same thing, reps. These are
15 to
these are
30
back to
reps,
15
3
to 30
sets.
reps.
Yep.
So the smaller, I guess the smaller muscles in the back here, you're saying do higher reps, do more reps.
Well, calves in general are more resilient because we're on them all the
Okay,
time. So
okay.
they should be treated differently than any other muscle.
Interesting. So it's not like you're always doing presses with your arms or whatever, but your legs, because you're always walking,
You're always
mobile.
on your calves.
Awesome,
Yep.
awesome. Well, Micah, thank you for this little
Thanks for the workout, man.
Workout for you. You're like just barely breathing heavy, so no, thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet.
Awesome. Have you ever faced a time so painful that it tested every part of you? I nearly lost my eye to a disease doctors couldn't diagnose, draining my wife and I financially, emotionally, physically, and even spiritually. But it was also a time of awakening, a moment where I realized that even when I didn't want to hold on to God, He was still holding on to me. I want my journey to encourage you in your struggles and help bring hope in your situation. Join me in discovering the holy moments in the most unexpected places. Your journey to healing and understanding can start today. Let's do our 360-degree review of today's program. What a fun time we had at Dig World with Jacob. His theme park is amazing and fun for the whole family. Hearing how he went from being a janitor to founding Dig World is incredible, and learning what he and his wife have gone through with their son was inspiring. I hope some of the principles he shared can help you get grounded in Christ when you're going through tough times. Maybe you're watching today and thinking, I don't know popular YouTube stars or have connections with companies like Caterpillar. How can I accomplish a dream God has placed in my heart? Jacob is a perfect example of committing your ways to the Lord and asking Him for the knowledge and connections to make those dreams real. God can do the same thing for you if you keep your eyes on Him. And thank you to my friend, trainer, author, and host of Soul Fit TV on CTN, Michael Lacerte, for today's leg workout. Since we filmed that segment, his guidance and accountability have been foundational in getting my body in shape, and I'm forever thankful. For ways to connect with Micah and his fitness work, or Jacob and Dig World, you can go right now to man360.tv/additional content. Thanks for joining us today. Man360 exists for men to be complete in every way through Christ, mentally, physically, and spiritually. You're always invited to connect with us on our website, Facebook, or Instagram, and we'll see you next week, right here on Man360.